What's up, Ranch Nation? It's your boy Silver Rancher back for another Ranch reaction. And I got a HalaCG. Yeah. It's been a minute since I can't remember the last time I did a HalaCG. I think it was Eden's Dust like two or 3 weeks ago. It's been a minute. She just dropped a new one called Flowing By, produced by Tyler Clark, who I want to just point out, he commented on one of my videos. Super cool guy from what it seems like. And what I also loved about it was probably the one HalaCG I think I really went in depth in terms of talking about the production with. So the point I'm saying is I love Tyler Clark's productions, so I'm hyped for this. Yeah, kind of really don't know what else to say by that because yeah, I'm just super hyped for this. I highly recommend you always check out HalaCG's music because it's phenomenal. So, that out of the way, I'm ready to jump right into this. This is Flowing By. If you enjoyed the reactions, please support by liking, commenting, subscribing, the whole 9 yards. That out of the way, before we get into, actually, two things. Firstly, if you all love my podcast, Nerds on the Mic, which I always highly recommend you all check out because it's such a good time. I do some crazy fun interviews with some artists. I got one coming out on Wednesday. Keep your eyes and ears peeled out for that. And then second, a quick word from a partner on my channel before we jump into the music. And now a quick word to shout out a partner on my channel, being Dubby Energy. Dubby is a clean energy drink that is meant to give you focuses, no crashes, jitters, nothing unlike a lot of other energy drinks. They also don't use artificial dyes, which to me I would find super important since, quite frankly, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of energy drinks. I think they're super full of chemicals and just, they don't feel supernatural, but Dubby does. They contain vitamins, amino acids, and a solid amount of caffeine to help you focus when you're gaming, working, or taking care of chores or other things that we might not really want to deal with. It gives you a lot of energy to get through your day. The process is super simple. All you have to do is pour in some water, tear open a packet, or pour a spoonful from a tub, give the bottle a shake, and boom, you got yourself a simple and delicious energy drink. They are beyond tasty. I got right here a mixture of watermelon, guava, and lime. Like, that is just phenomenal. That is just phenomenal. I never knew I wanted that mixture of those three together, but yes. And along with having a solid price, I just love this company in Dubby. They're super trustworthy, and I love them to death. And if you need any more convincing, if you go down to my description and click the link, or use this code here, Silver_Ranch with capital S and a capital R at checkout, you get 10% off your original purchase, courtesy of Dubby. Thank you so much for being a partner of my channel, Dubby Energy. And now back to the video. All right, and with that out of the way, let's get into the music.
From our fate, dreams in your eyes, I'll orchestrate a clear way, a clear way.
Before I continue, sheesh. What I've always loved about HalaCG's music, she is like every song that I've really truthfully I love from the furthest part of my soul. They're big, they're grand, and she uses her amazing voice to give just insane contrast to like every good element of what she has in her voice, which is a lot, I want to point out. But what I also think is interesting, I want to talk about this from a production standpoint. Just something as simple. I'm guessing she's like, I'm gonna just assume like mermaid. I'm gonna say mermaid just as a guess. I'm not gonna say fish because that doesn't sound right. I'm gonna say mermaid. Mermaid-like, I guess. Cause she doesn't rhyme. She doesn't make me think of the only thing I can think of right off the top of my head is oh my god, the water people. I was gonna say Zoras. That's not right. And I'm kicking myself. The water people from The Legend of Zelda. Let me know down below. I'm actually having a brain fart. I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel so stupid for that. I know I'm recording late, but shit. But just something simple that works so well with the production here is like the flowing of the water. Like listen, like right around here.
Down into the way.
You can faintly hear like the sound of flowing water here. Like sounds like the ocean, you would think. The reason I unfortunately know this sound too well is because I had to listen. I listened to The Ocean 5 Years by Brett McCutcheon, one of my favorite projects I've ever done. It's an EP breakdown, and I constantly throughout that song, throughout that EP, the sound of flowing water, of like a river or an ocean, just constantly was present through all 5 of those songs, and I hear it present through this song. So yeah. And really enough, that piano also gives me, there's a song I listen to, and it's a completely different vibe. I think it's Omarion. The song's called Icebox. It makes me think of that. Or like a Dizzy 8 song, weirdly enough. Like an old Dizzy 8 song. Like a song I listened to recently that's very old. It's Letting You Go. And it makes me think of that. Weirdly enough. I don't know why. But it's a really like sweet, somber, soulful piano. Yeah. I love that. What's interesting to think about this song in specific, it feels like one of the few genres I was thinking personally that her voice wouldn't really work in is like the techno dubstep sort of feel. But her voice is so smooth, it meshes so well with what felt like it should have clashed. And that's how I felt at first. I'm like, this should not work. This shouldn't work. Like a lot of other voices I would hear in that sort of space, I feel like would it work? Like a great example I always give is the only reason I even started getting into listening to any sort of dubstep is Ivy Comb. For any of you who know on my channel, but her voice with dubstep shouldn't work. It just shouldn't, but it works, and I don't know how, and I don't know how to explain it. That's impressive. That really is. Because I'm speechless here. Because I can't explain why I really like this. I just do. And again, it's just little elements that make songs like this work so well. Like the ticking of the clock. Like, it sounds like a ticking of like a grandfather clock. And like the mixture of the waves that flow into her voice. And it all transitions so seamlessly and so smooth. She makes, like, again, she puts great people around her. But she... And the people she puts around her to get the most out of her voice make it seem so effortless sometimes. It's honestly insane.
Don't
Oh. I think I can explain. I'm going to let this play out to end it, but I think I know now why. I just want to... I'll play it one part back in a minute, but yeah. Yeah. Whew! Now, the one thing I want to do, I want to go back to the first chorus for a minute. Because I want to hear something. Nope, wrong spot. It was there, okay, it was there. So, if for people wondering what the hell I was doing there, the thing I want to highlight that made me really, I think, understand a little better on why I liked Hala's voice with the dubstep is one key thing. And that key thing is her harmonies. Her harmonies and background vocals, I truthfully feel like filled this gap between her soft voice that has a lot of weight to it, but doesn't have a lot of punch behind it. And then you get something like dubstep that's very punchy. And I feel like through that, the thing that makes it mix so well is her background harmonies, her background vocals and her harmonies, because they get so much more, which out of already a very good sounding chorus, and makes it into something that I just felt like I was leaning back, floating off my chair for a little bit. Actually, I'll do it this side. It's money. Money. That's crazy. That was crazy good. Run that up if you haven't. That is Flowing By Hala, featuring Tyler Clark, and I want to point out, let's see, Koi for the video editing, and then Zena PSD for the thumbnail. Yeah. Whew. Hats off to you, Hala. That is insane. And Tyler, you did an awesome job putting this together. Holy shit. Fantastic song. If you have not listened to this yet, I mean, you're doing a disservice. That was something. Yeah. You'll absolutely love this song if you haven't yet. Just always go back to my point of, like, elite contrast, and then Hala's ability to just always try something new. I did not think that would work. And it clearly did. So, hats off to you. That was incredible. If you enjoyed the reaction, please leave support by dropping a like, comment for more, subscribe to become part of the Ranch Nation, and turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on Ranch Reactions, gaming, commentary, music, my podcast, Nerds on the Mic, vlogs, EP album breakdowns, or anything else I drop on this channel, because all the love and support that y'all leave mean the world to me. Like I said, Nerds on the Mic, episode 9, coming out Wednesday, I believe. And I will be getting Undertale back up very, very soon. I meant to record it. I will record it Sunday or Monday. So yeah, that out of the way. For people wanting, these are coming out on Sunday, and I'm recording these on Saturday, like late night. So yeah, take care. I love you all. I'm out of here, and yeah, peace.